Genesis 19:24. Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities, that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. JD Niger Word of Truth channel. Bible teaching with Jeff Deloach. Heavenly Father, give my brothers and sisters understanding and wisdom and the ability to hear me and to understand what we are speaking to them. Amen. So we've been going through the story of Abraham and Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham asked the Lord, are you going to destroy the city even though there might be 50 righteous people in there? Would you destroy it if there were? Lord said, I won't destroy it if there's 50. And Lot started thinking about, or Abraham started thinking about it, and he said, would you destroy it if there was 40? I won't destroy it if there's 40. Why did Abraham keep lowering the bar? You ever think about that? You ever use your gray matter, your brain cells? Sorry. You ever use your brain? You ever ask yourself questions? Why did he keep lowering the bar? He kept lowering the bar because he's like, shit, there might not be 40 righteous people in that fucked up cities. Sorry. There might not be 40 people in those wicked cities. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to stop cussing so I can put out my videos to everyone. To children, I'm going to start treating you like children. Might as well. Might as well. I thought people were going to come here because you're adults, but that's not working. Abraham kept lowering the bar because he was thinking there might not be 40 righteous people in Sodom and Gomorrah. There might be only 10 righteous people, so he kept lowering the bar. What about if there's only 20? I won't destroy it if there's 20. What was Abraham worried about? Abraham was worried that there wasn't enough righteous people to save an ant. Just like me. I don't have any faith that people out here aren't wicked as hell. I don't have. How many righteous people in Huntington Beach so that you won't destroy it, Lord? 40? 30? 20? Me? Would you destroy it if I'm here? Serious. When I'm done, it's done, probably. When I'm done, it's done. I'm not kidding you. I'm not self-righteous. I'm telling you. I know that I'm of the Lord. He told me, you're one of mine. So, that being said, let's look at what happened to Lot's wife. So in verse 17 it says, it came to pass, this is when they were getting out of the city. And it came to pass when they had brought them forth, the angels brought them out of the city and set them outside the city. The angel said to them, escape for thy life, look not behind you, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest you... Get to the high place. What's that mean? Get to the mountain. Get to Mount Zion. Get off the flat plain. It's going to destroy everything on the flat plain. The whole earth is going to be consumed. This is metaphorical language, people. This is literature. You got to be able to use your mind and imagine. What does God really mean by that? What was he trying to say? What's he mean by the plain? The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain, kids. The plain is the flat earth. The earth is not a globe. Sorry. The globe, your globe-tard, circular, man, carnal, fleshy thinking is going to get you consumed. Get off the plane and get up to the mountain. Raise your vibration. See, I can't make you think better. I can't. There's no way for me to drag you out of here. I'm not that kind of angel. I'm the warning guy. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. Will Robinson, little children. Warning, warning. Danger, danger. Lost in Space. 1960s. Predictive programming or brainwashing, space brainwashing. Lost in space. You guys are lost in space. There is no space. The Lord never talks about space. The Lord never talks about space. I'm teaching you the Bible. The Lord never talks about space. Choo Choo Charlie and the spiders from Mars, right? What does the Lord mean by consumed? Why did Lot's wife turn into a pillar of salt? Is it because salt means something? It has flavor. People come up with all these. I forgot what my neighbor said. What is that? I asked him, what's the salt? What does it mean that she was turned into salt? I forgot what he said. Because it doesn't, it wasn't right. Why was she consumed? Why did she turn? You can't build on salt. She got turned into a pillar, a useless pillar. You can't build on salt. It'll collapse. You're worthless. If you look back and you stay on the plane, if you're all about this earth, you're all about here, Your McDonald's loving it here. Your McDonald's loving it here. You're going to be consumed. You're going to be useless. You're going to be dust. And there's nothing going to be left to build on. You're not going to be able to be put in the temple because you're salt. You can't put salt blocks in a structure because the salt, as soon as it rains, the salt is going to start breaking down and your building's going to fall down. You can't be salt. You can't be granules. You got to be solid. You got to be solid. Darling. And she became a pillar of salt. Verse 27, Genesis. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord. This is interesting to me. You know, I've seen visions. I've seen plenty of visions, people. And he got to the place where he stood before the Lord. This is where he went and argued with the Lord, right? He was arguing, are you going to destroy it for 20? How about 10? So Abraham got up to go check and see what the Lord did. And he stood before the Lord in the same place, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the flat plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. I've seen that in a vision. It was Gehenna. It was the flat plain. In the Jerusalem, the city was over here to the left, and to the right over here was a vision of the lake of fire and the smoke coming out of this pit on the plain. I'm not talking about dreams. Oh, I had a dream. These fucking idiots. I had a dream of the rapture, little Catherine, and oh my God. You wicked dreamers, you wicked dreamers. You don't know the difference between a vision and a dream. Yeah, you'll dream dreams. The Lord said, yeah, you'll dream dreams, all right. Probably not for your benefit. Most of the people that talk about their dreams, they disappear, just like a dream. People dream dreams. Anyway, and he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and he looked towards the plain and beheld, and lo, smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass when God destroyed the cities of the plain, the plain represents the flat earth, people. This is an analogy for everybody getting fucking burnt up. You don't believe me, huh? That's why no one's here. You can't hear me. Darling, sweet pea, muffin. Yuck, 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 yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. And it came to pass when God destroyed the cities of the plain that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. It's a team. Me and God are a team. Team JD Nija. He remembered Lot. He's like, yeah, I had to get the few righteous people out of that shithole. Does that mean there's going to be a bunch of people rapturing up to the sky? And Lot went up out of Zoar, the place of insignificance, and dwelt in the mountain. What does that mean? The Lord took him to Zoar before he went up to the mountain. He went to insignificance before he went up to the mountain. What's that mean? What's that mean? That means when you're on this earth, when I'm on this earth as a righteous man, I'm insignificant. I mean nothing. Where I stand in this shithole is insignificant. It's a lost cause. There's nothing here for me. It's insignificant here for me. Just like Lottie. And then he went up to the mountain. He went home to Zion. Then he went up to the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him. They went back to the spirit realm. They went up on the mountain with the Lord. They're safe. And his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. Am I a little creeped out here? Creepy. Creepy. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Here we are, stuck in this shithole. What are we going to do? There's no one here. There's no one here. I say this to you all the time. There's no one here. I'm lonely as hell. So what'd they say? We're gonna have to have sex with Dad. Gonna have to have sex with Dad. It's our only hope. There's no one here. You know, on this channel, I don't want to tell you what it is. I want you to think for yourself. That's the only way to get saved, is you got to change your mind. You have got to change your mind. Come, let it make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drunk with wine that night, and the firstborn went in and laid with her father, and he perceived not that she lay with him, nor when she arose. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I laid yesterday with my father, let us make him drink wine this night also, and you lie with him also, that we may preserve the seed to our father. Why do these wicked devils incest each other? Why do these wicked devils incest with each other? Why do they do that? Because they're preserving seed to their father, the devil. They're keeping their demonic seed line pure. Incest between demons creates more demons. Incest between spiritual people creates more spiritual people. We need these devils to stop procreating, but it's too late. What's this urge? Now I'm going to close out because I got to walk today. Why do so many people molest their own daughters? Their own granddaughters? Why? I know why. You know why, how I know? I fell in love with two of these bitches. Oh. I fell in love with two of these women that were molested by their own family. I know what's going on. I'm trying to save these wicked people. You can't save them. Melanie, you come from a wicked, demonic devil family. You might get to go home with me, baby. You're going to have to deal with Gail because she might come home with me too. Why does the Lord send the Benjamite after these devils? What do angels look like? What do angels look like? They look like men. Prove me wrong. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and laid with him. And he perceived not, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. And the firstborn bore a son and called his name Moab. And the same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. And the younger she also bore a son and called his name Ben-Ammi. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day. And then Abraham deceives Abimelech. This is where Abraham said, she's not my wife. She's not my wife. And that's a whole nother story. But the Moabites and the Ammonites, they ended up fighting with the Israelites. God saved Lot, and then he had these daughters of his, these women. The best they could do was their own dad. The Bible isn't what you think it is. Most of you. The Bible isn't what you think it is. The Bible isn't what you think it is.